my darlings, and welcome back to ADHD and Dragons, where I've been kind of silent for a little over a month. I've got a good reason for that. That reason is ADHD. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the very reason I made this channel is the reason why I stopped for a while, and oh boy, was it a thing. So, a little more detail. Well, I was, quite frankly, getting overwhelmed. My game wasn't going the way I wanted it to, and I was locked into this spiral where I was trying to figure out how to make good videos without doing TED Talks every week or lectures or whatever, and failing utterly. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a failure. That's okay. We're going to call it a learning experience because it is. So yeah, I've discovered as well that I am incredibly shy. This is, by the way, going in a completely different direction. You're welcome. Yay, ADHD. Yeah, I am actually very, very shy. It is really hard for me to look at a camera and talk, which is weird because if I know somebody and I'm comfortable with them, I can go on forever and never really end. And I can get very into talking to people I know and even sometimes people I don't know. If I'm only going to see them once, then it doesn't matter, right? If I bore them, because I will probably never see them again. So, saying that, where does that kind of leave me in YouTube? Well, this is really, really hard to do. Probably not the hardest thing I've ever done, but still really hard. Like, so yeah, I'm kind of trying at this point to figure out how to find that sweet spot, that balance between actually being funny and entertaining, and also informative about ADHD and how it affects me and what I'm struggling with. And boy, talk about struggling. The inability to keep my thoughts on track was another kicker this last month. The key component with focus is it's not just how to keep my mind on one task, it's also getting my mind on that task in the first place. Like, I have never seen anything quite like it. It's like my mind, when it's something I'm not supposed to do, perfectly, if I don't have anything I need to do, I should say, perfectly content to do the thing because it's not a job, it's not a responsibility, it's not a task I need to get done. Therefore, charge. Like, therefore, it's perfectly happy to keep going. But the moment it's something I actually have to do, the moment it is a requirement, it's like it goes into stress mode and suddenly do anything, watch paint dry, touch grass, do anything outside of the thing that you're supposed to do because you're supposed to do it. There's responsibility. Then there's like, it's real. There's consequences. Can't have that. Oh my God. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. It's ridiculous, really, and very, very annoying. I cannot stress that enough, how annoying that is. Because here I am, I actually want to get this stuff done. I can actually visualize in my head getting things done, and it feels so good. So why can't I have that in real life? Really, seriously, why? Why can't I have that? I don't ask for much. I seriously feel like I have a relationship with my brain that is like those really bad romantic comedy tropes in real life. Like, why? It's not even that hard usually, like just to do a task, a simple task, not that difficult. But yeah, it's World War III every time. could really do without that. And it's funny, like, even things I enjoy doing, my brain can get into the spiral, like, I want to do it, but I don't want to do it, but I do want to do it, but let's do something else, but then you don't really want to do that either. It's just, yeah. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I've been watching Miss Marple, of all things, interspersed with random anime. Yeah, that's me, folks. I'm terribly exciting. I usually, though, I'm a big reader. I like to read. I like stories. I like being pulled into stories. But here's the problem. If I find a story that really pulls me in, I will not stop until it's done. My mind will not let me go, oh, we'll get back to that later. It'll still be there. It's not like anyone's going to walk off with the story, right? It's not like it's just going to go, peace, your time is up. No, it will still be there. 4, 6, 8 hours later. It's not like it's going to grow legs. So why? Why can I not put it down and then come back to it later where it will still be just as interesting and just as exciting? I don't know. I really don't. I don't get it. TV usually isn't even that exciting to me as some of the stories that I've read and found. And it's just such a strange way for a brain to be wired. I don't get it. Anyway, that was a nice little segue. So yeah, I've been actually doing really well this last month, which is super exciting. I don't often get to say that, where I actually finished something. Seriously, break out that statue and get that parade going, and celebrations in the holiday of me actually finishing something should begin right now. Is it? Is it? Good. Because it should. I mean, it's ridiculous. The utter difficulty to go from point A to completed point B, where I didn't walk away partway through because I got overwhelmed or because I got bored. For once, I actually finished a course and I legitimately had the end product. But the amount of stuff I learned about Unreal just made me realize how much I don't know. Like, seriously. Learning stuff for me is both unbelievably easy and unbelievably hard. It's easy when I am focused. Like, if I am legitimately getting involved and I understand what's being said and it's presented in a way that does not bore the crap out of me, great. I soak that stuff in like nobody's business and I can utilize it right then. Granted, if I don't keep using it, it meanders off like a herd of dodos. But if I do keep using it because it's something I'm really interested in and I want to actually continue on with it, man, I'm great. I mean, it just stays put and is functional and it's fantastic. Now, most of the time, though, I don't get that opportunity. I get stuff built for people with normal brains, I guess. I don't know. Like, most classes you can find online for things that you want to learn are clearly made by people who at least know what they're talking about. However, because they know what they're talking about, they're talking to people who also know what they're talking about, which means not you. They try. And usually at the beginning of every course, it's fine because they're remembering they're talking to people who have no idea what they're talking about. But by about midway, they are talking to people like them who know exactly what they're already talking about, and they're just stepping them through the process. And I'm like, can we go back to talking like I'm an idiot again? Because that worked for me. That really worked, you know? So yeah, that's kind of the scenario I find myself in most often. But this guy actually, he had moments, but he actually from start to finish worked really well. I will put the link to that course down below if you are at all interested. It's one of the best courses I have ever taken in my life, and I learned a lot. yeah, we are now at a point where I am starting my new game, a game where you get to be an alchemist and level up by making more complex potions in less time. So you get orders coming in, you fill the orders go out, you get paid, and you get experience. So that's it. Going from novice to master. And in the process of doing that, I also decided to do a learning experience where I actually went and learned how to do some of the things that I need for my new game, namely an inventory system and a crafting system, which are two major components of it, but not all of what I needed. I actually discovered some really cool things along the way as well that will help with the rest of it. And pardon my stepping on my soapbox, because that's what we're going to do now for a few minutes anyway. And I'll keep you guys up to date on that as it goes. Still super early days where I'm really still figuring out all the random shaped and colored blocks like Legos that I need to use. And no, come back. Why are you turned around? No, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. At least you're not going into the woods this time where I can't follow you. Why are you going in the water? You know, it's... I wish it were as simple as Legos. Not that Legos can be simple all the time, but like, it would be so nice if I go, if you have the green block and you stick it to the blue block, this happens. Although I'm sure to some people, the visual scripting, the using the little images and connecting them together, that works just as well as using straight up C++, works fine. Or is it C#? No, I think it's C++ for Unreal. I can't remember now. Feel free to look that up if you want. I'm lazy though, so I'm not going to. Anyway, one would think, you know, some people may think that it is as easy to use visual scripting as Legos because you plug a thing into another thing and magic happens. And it does. But you gotta know which of the billions of blocks out there need to go with which of the other billions of blocks, which can also alternate and change. It's just like, yeah, let's not say we did. So that's why the using Claude is helping me so much, because it understands the blueprints and it can walk me through them just as well as it understands the code, and it can walk me through that depending on which direction I want to go. Which, it's not to say I don't know code. I do know how to code in a relative beginner state. Like, I get how all the component parts work, but if you ask me to put them all together in a functional manner, I mean, if I let my brain melt, I can probably do a thing, but it requires so much hand-holding and so many headaches, really, that I tend to run away very, very fast before trying to do something like that. So yeah, that is why the hand-holding AI is so helpful for me, because it keeps me on track and it helps break down the problems for me. And then once I understand what I'm doing, so much easier, making the whole situation way funner too. Way funner. That's a word. Way more fun too. So yeah, that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. For those of you who have stuck around and are watching my video, thank you so very much. Because it really does mean a lot to me. So thank you.